I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Jack, the Manasseh Mauler Dempsey, one of the legends of all legends, one of the best to ever lace up the glove. Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Manasseh, Colorado, presenting a legend of boxing, one of the all-time greats of the sport, the acclaimed heavyweight champ.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
And there's the bell for round one. These two were made for each other. A swing and a miss with that jab. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Misses with the jab. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round.
Get back out there.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you're training to fight a Swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Dempsey in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope...
There's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you're going to get knocked out. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? He blocks that jab. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Here we go to the 4th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with a jab. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. He liked it. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last. There's the bell to start round 5. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
down.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's not forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. That jab doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight. This is the beginning of round 6. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Good counter punch. That jab misses. Punching. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the jab but does not score. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Dempsey in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just... There's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get any close.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Dempsey in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Rest for the weary. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.